Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with all-in mono black aggro. We really did get to empty out our entire hand on turn 1. Anyway, you can kill your opponents with Gurmag anglers and 1-drops at the same time in whatever matches you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below while you're down there. If you wouldn't mind liking the video or subscribing to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. Do you guys think like the automated posting on social media is too cheesy? Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so it looks like we have Dark Ritual with 3 1-drops and Snuff Out to kill a thing. Like this is a good opener. This is a really good opener. This is exactly what we're looking for. Oh man, okay, let's go. Snap it off. We're on the draw. That does make it a little more difficult. If our opponent counters this Dark Ritual, we're in a lot of trouble, but... So what's the play? I think it's Thornbow Archer, Carnophage. Oh man, is this Elves? So we can't even Thornbow Archer? Oh no, it's Slivers, okay. Okay, well I'm glad I have this Snuff Out. So our turn, we're gonna cast a couple Carnophages and probably, oh there's another Dark Ritual. We just cast our whole hand. We should probably not cast our whole hand. We should probably hold on to Snuff Out and a Dark Ritual for next turn, just in case we draw another 1-drop to use with it. Although, well we could draw a 2-drop too. So what's the difference? So let's say we play 4... That means we get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn, and we can kill one of their blockers, like one of their lords or something, to help us get through damage. But then if we draw a 2-drop, we just can't cast it. We do have a lot of 2-drops in our deck, so I think we're just going to go ahead and play 3 1-drops. No Pain Train, no. I think that would be sweet, though. All right, so play our 1-drops. Pass the turn. Let's see what happens. See, we had a decision point right there on turn 1. I had the nut cast 3 1-drop draw, and I still had to decide what I was going to do about it. So I wonder, I'll probably block this, because if they do have a combat trick, then I can Snuff Out to remove it. And if they play a Lord, I think I pretty much have to remove it. Although I think I'll let them line up blockers first. No, opponent is not impressed. Opponent is playing glacially slow and is definitively not impressed. Y'all remember the Pain Train. Y'all definitely remember the Pain Train. So here's the question. So if they attack, I think I do still block and Snuff Out the Lord, and then we Wrath their board. So they're not going to. Okay, sure. So we're going to have to pay 2 life here. Yep. Draw another swamp. Okay, that's not ideal. So we'll play our swamp, go to combat, attack with everything. See what our opponent wants to do. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Duvious Gangsta. Thank you. How dubious of you. Okay, this is pretty good for us. So make sure our yields are turned off. Snuff Out the Lord. Their creature dies. They lose a significant amount of life. We play Night Market Lookout and pass the turn. So, of course, just another 2/2 is problematic here. We're going to have to find another one of our removal spells or something like that. Flanking doesn't really matter. 1/1s definitely don't matter. Okay, so they just have... Yeah. It looks like we can still only attack with our 2/2s, which is kind of weird, considering they're dealing damage to us, but... I wonder, okay, so if we serve with everything, maybe they go block, block, and trade with these two? Or they eat this with this, I'd assume. Or eat this with this. But I think we know only war, so we're going to go ahead and go to combat and swing with everything. We have a bigger board than they do now. Night Market Lookout's nice. Maybe I didn't want to risk the Night Market Lookout here. But we'll see how they block. What's up, Linkenzie? How you doing? All right, so they are going to eat Thornbow Archer and take 5. I'm cool with that. We play Night Market Lookout and pass the turn. Opponent's at 8. So we are representing lethal next turn. But they would have to make bad blocks, or they would have to make bad attacks and play... Okay. And we have to be able to remove whatever sliver they play. So we'll see if that becomes the case. So maybe they'll attack with these two, we draw a removal spell, we win the game. Which would be ideal. But I don't know if that's how this is going to go. I feel like on a stalled board, this is pretty awkward. We have to run these two bad boys into their blockers, all that awkward stuff. So we are going to pay the life. Yeah, I wonder about Night Market Lookout as well. So we're at 11. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on board. So they'd have to have exactly two lords in hand to kill us from here. So I still am going to attack with everything. And then we get Dothy Slayer with its evasion down, plus gain a couple of life here. So we'll see how they block. I think they're going to eat. And they do effectively take 3. They go down to 4, so we'll have 2 turns. Spinning Darkness causing some real weird interactions. All right, they're at 4. We have 4 power on board, one of which is unblockable. So that gives us 2 turns. Plus we can untap Carnophage next turn as a blocker if we need that just to keep us alive. Thank you very much, Duvious Gangsta. Well, I'm stoked about that. I'm really glad your friend did that. And I'm glad you're having fun. Yeah, I think for them, maybe they thought it was kind of like a non-issue. We do have a bunch of 4 damage burn spells in our deck too, so we could just draw one of those. That would be ideal. If we draw a card draw spell, if we draw a Sign in Blood, then we want to use Dark Ritual to power it out, make sure we have enough mana to cast it. All right, opponent's going to get in. We can't block. And they will be representing lethal next turn, so we have to find a way to kill them, essentially. But that's what this deck's trying to do. It's trying to turn cards sideways and win the game with them. So let's see if we find a way. Oh, land. Okay, that's pretty awkward. So are we dead now? I think we're dead. So we deal 2 to them, and then we block this. We take 6, we die. GG's, Slivers. I don't really know how I could have played that differently. Thank you very much for the sub, the Pavlova. I really appreciate it. Oh, we signed them to death. Yeah, true that. True that. Pull Tyrant off the top. We found a land in our 15 land deck. No way, Crooked Sidewalk. So that's awesome for Rob. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we lose here. Dothy Slayer can't block anyway. Block this, take 6. Lose the game. Not missing anything here, right? Nope. So maybe if we did go with that line in the beginning and cast all of our 1-drops all at once, we would have done better. So, okay, so I think we want Disfigure. We probably want... I don't know if we're the control deck here, though. We probably don't want Wrench Mind. Paralyze? Paralyze is probably okay. So do we just bring in all of our removal? Yeah, we did. It was definitely a gamble. So I think we're going to bring in our 3 removal spells from the sideboard. There's an argument for Gurmag Angler for just like eating slivers and attacking through them, but I don't really know what we want to take out. I don't think we want to get that inefficient. I think we do want to take out the Lotus Petals. I think going maybe like shave a Lotus Petal, maybe lose a... Tough to say. Maybe lose a Lotus Petal, lose a... What's up, Marilyn? How you doing? We were close, Fallen King. We were really close. But that's what this deck does, man. We're all in. We're all in for the good and the bad of it. Check Soul Reap? Yeah, so it's non-green, right? Yeah, maybe Soul Reap is gonna go. Yeah. It's going good, man. It's going good. We're hopefully going to be able to kill our opponent here before they kill us. That was a good read on Soul Reap. They do have a lot of non-green creatures, I guess, and they do lose the 3 life off of this one, but I think we're going to be hellbent very often in this matchup. So we're net 1 removal spell for a Lotus Petal, really, which I'm okay with. I think that's pretty all right. This Disfigure might come in handy in the early game. I still am kind of debating these Gurmag Anglers. But I think this is for like a control matchup for like red control decks. All right, let's go in with this. Thanks, Travis Lazuli. You got my back, man. Okay, this is pretty slow. I think we lose if we keep this hand. So we go turn 1 Vampire Lacerator. Let's say the slowest possible thing happens. They go tap land. We go turn 2, attack for 2, lose a life, play Dothy Slayer. The next turn, we might get like 1 good attack in. We play Tyrant's Choice, Night Market Lookout. I think this is bad. Oh, this is bad too. But we do have Disfigure Paralyze. So I think I am going to keep this and hope this is like the best Sign in Blood I've ever resolved. So we don't want this swamp. We only have two 2-drops in hand, and we're going to cast a card advantage spell. So we're going to go Swamp, Lotus Petal. What's up, Degenerate Game Geek? How you doing? And we're going to Sign in Blood here. And we got Carnophage. Turn 1 Curse. They go tap land. So that opener might not have been that bad, but I think it was worthy enough to mulligan it. And now next turn we can play Carnophage removal spell, hopefully. So if they play a 2-drop Lord here and we get to disfigure it, then we're in good shape. All right, Plated Sliver. That doesn't super matter. Although it does make Disfigure kind of awkward. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, you know, Trespasser's Curse would be sweet. They are off to a slow start, too. I feel like I'm getting a little punished for mulliganing that 7. There's been a lot of slivers around. Land is kind of cool. All right, so play a land, go to combat, attack with Dothy Slayer. As we must. We definitely want to leave up Disfigure here, so I think I'm going to Carnophage. Because Disfigure might have to take this out. As we can't take out a Lord through this now. With Disfigure. We can paralyze it, but Lords and Plated Slivers aren't the kind of things we want to leave on board. So is a Lord? Yeah. Okay, so we'll Disfigure this. Turn comes back. We will untap our Carnophage, as it were. Deep Freeze. Oh man, I heard about that. What's up, Wallsmark? I heard about that. That is tumultuous. We're gonna get him with both. And I think we're gonna play Thornbow Archer. Yeah, we're gonna play Thornbow Archer and Tyrant's Choice them. And I think we're gonna choose Death. As odd as that sounds. They're probably gonna choose Torture. Oh god, guys, that is awful. That is some Canadian temperatures right there. Whoa, I'm on your TV. Hi, Mom. We finally made it. Opponent takes the damage. They're at 12. Lining up to 6 them next turn if they attack incorrectly. One other factory where they only... Ooh. People just going out for it, eh? So next turn, I think we're not going to untap card. Oh my god. Slivers! That was a good draw. So 1 Paralyze isn't going to do it here. Huh. The 1 damage off of Thornbow Archer is probably going to matter, and we're at 17, so I'm not going to block here. Then it isn't Siberia? Oof. Yeah, the 25-second delay is definitely not ideal. I don't know if we pay... I don't think we do. Unless we're blocking with it next turn. We don't have any openings to double block here. So I think I'm not going to... Oh, land? Are you serious, deck? This is a 15 land deck, and I just hit my 4th land drop. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so I think we're gonna get in like this. We're gonna paralyze a Lord. Oh man, still cold as heck. Yeah, Poland ain't never stopped being cold, man. Poland's down for Colton. All right, opponents had 9, but we drew lands, so that's gonna have to be how that is. So they can untap this pretty easily, and it looks like we're gonna lose it. What's up, Vetpreneur? How you doing? Minus 50. Oh my goodness, Canada can't even flex on you guys. This does give us an opening to win, I guess. Like, okay, not anymore. Never mind. It sure is, Vetpreneur. It sure is. And against an established... Oh my god. These all hit for 3 poison? That's crazy. So they had lethal anyway. Nuts. Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes you draw 4 land in your 15 land deck. We're getting pay for Carnophage. Whatever. We did just get that opponent a 5-0, so good for them. We'll see that Slivers list up in stars. All right, 3 lands, but you need 3 mana to get off a good Soul Reap. So I'm almost okay with this, actually. I think I'm going to keep it. Oh, God, 3 lands? Oh, yeah, okay. We got greedy. I think going down unnecessarily. Oh, yeah, right here. Boom. And that'll be a little PSA for everybody. Maryland's mana flood proceeds to happen. Oh, yeah. You put the lands in our hand just like you put those stones up in Stonehenge. Typical Maryland shenanigans. I'm going to play Night Market Lookout, despite the possible threat of a turn 1 Thraben Inspector. If this is like a burn deck or a red deck, then I'm glad to have Night Market Lookout out. I think it's just got higher upside, higher potential upside. And this is all in black, so we got to go all in. I can get behind a turn 1 Tranquil Cove like crazy. Okay, play a land, go to combat, attack with Night Market Lookout. And we're going to Tyrant's Choice this turn so that if they do play a creature, we can play Black Spell. Or actually, we can just bump in the night. Yeah, so... Yeah, I think we do Tyrant's Choice here. About death. Thanks, Veprenir. Keep in mind that I do record it and produce it and write it and do all that stuff in an hour. Oh god, I voted death. They don't have any creatures on board. Did I just punt? Oh my god, punt me, guys. Oh no. RTFC, guys. RTFC. Yeah. Welp. We'll see. See how bad that hurts. Okay. All right, so play a land, play Lacerator. We draw another land. Just what an aggro deck needs. We're probably going to miss lethal by like 4. This is a Tron deck. Oh, that's so dumb. Proceeding to draw infinite lands, too. That's weird that they didn't crack this and play a different Tron land. I gotta wonder what they might have up here. It's a creature? Good, good. Oh, it's evoked. Dang. Yeah, me and Mark Hoppus, man. Big Mark Hoppus fan, by the way. Big Blink-182 fan, actually. Oh, God. God, guys. Epic punts. Okay. Let's hopefully not epic punt another one. And let's, like, stop drawing lands. That would be ideal. I love this deck so much. They don't know what land they need. That's fair. That's fair. About the Mark Hoppus joke? Okay. Drawn all kind of removal spells. We might get them low enough, too. That's so sad, because we have 2 burn spells in hand as soon as they play a creature. So this represents 6 damage. They're at 9 now, so we very well could. We very well could. Lose by exactly 4. Decks being bros. I mean, you should be punished for playing badly. They might just not play a creature, so if they never play a creature, then I won't feel as bad, but yeah. That's one thing I have yet to do. That's like the worst possible punt, and I've yet to do it. A deck gives me lands? Yeah, bro deck. I think we would have had him, gang. We only need like 1 more turn now because I punted like a dummy. Yeah, that's awesome, Fallen King. I'm glad you like it. Oh my god. Why? This is the punt punishment, big time. This is like big time punt punishment. It just is. We could have won with Bump in the Night here. Heckin'. You always invoke me as your spirit animal. Well, I appreciate that very much. Because my basics don't match. I think it was because I punted. I brought the punt juju back on me. So opponent Shimmering Grottos, and hopefully they tap out of their colorless mana. Oh, they played a creature. Okay, we should still have them. Unless they have Strands in hand. They might have Strands in hand. I'm expecting if this is a white deck that they play Strands, but it'd be really nice if they just tapped out of any mana here. All right, so we'll attack with both and see if we can inspire any kind of action. There's Moment's Peace. Okay, so we'll let them tap out of their colored mana with Moment's Peace, and then we'll kill them with our burn spells. It could be because my basics don't match. I could totally believe that. He must have to have 5 lands. Oh yeah, we've got to hit our 6th land drop on time like we did this game. So opponent's going to go to 2. I assume they've got to have something here. All right, let's go Night Market Lookout. And Soul Reap. So if this resolves, we win. If this resolves, we win. Moment's Peace is combat damage. It says, Jeff is my spirit animal, and it's all mismatched lands in the background. That's actually a really good idea. So they got the Strands. We're going to lose by... Oh, no, they got Pulse? Pulse will save them. Okay, so they get back Drifty. Yup. Go up to 8. Go down to 5. So while they're out of colored mana, I'm going to go ahead and bump them. Oh, God, guys. If only I would have... if only I would have known. Oh, they're loss of life. True. Okay. So Strands doesn't even matter. That's some tech right there. Opponent's going to go back up to 3. And pass. They have Moment's Peace. This loses them life. Oh, God, if we lose from here, I'm going to be so rotted. Totally my fault, but, you know, it is me after all. All right, so we don't lose life off that. Draw some more mana. Wait, can we flashback bump in the night? Oh, dude. Oh, I hope that wins us the game. This is going to be amazing. Hopefully it wins us the game. So get them to tap out of some colored mana. Yep. They Moment's Peace. I'm just turning off auto yields like crazy here. Okay, so play Swamp, play Lotus Petal. Oh, what if they have a counter spell? Sack for red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bump you. Oh, please. Come on. Oh, of course they have counter magic. Condescend X a million. Sure. Nope, we can't pay 5 for Condescend. Oh, guys, that would have been so rad. Okay. All right, I guess. Now they've got all their colored mana. Oh, God, I'm so tilted. Because we're going to lose. Oh, now they can get back Pulse. We're probably going to lose now. Frig! Stacking all your deck with all the lands on the top. It is still not over. You're correct. So 5 mana. Here comes Drifty Boy. They're going to leave Pulse up. I don't think we can just kill them with Pulse on the stack. They're going to tap out for us, though. Get back their Seagate Oracle. Okay. Okay. We don't lose a life. Draw Dothy Slayer. Well, we'll go to combat first. Attack with Night Market Lookout. Or actually, I think we snuff this. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, so attacks like this, and we are going to snuff this out. It is extra damage. Would allow pet stacking. Opponent goes down to 7. And then down to 6. We play Dothy Slayer, pass turn. I'm assuming they have another pulse if they just let that one go like that. Oh, guys. Crusher. Okay. And no attacks from our opponent. Leaving up all kind of nonsense, I'm sure. Lacerator triggers, nothing happens. We draw Tyrant's Choice. God. Okay, go to combat. Swing, swing. Trigger. Hopefully it works. I don't really know. I feel like they have more counter magic. Although Tron decks generally don't main deck very much counter magic. Okay, we're choosing Torture this time, guys. If this resolves, we win. So either they have counter magic or we win. Oh my god, do they have contests? Oh no, don't. What the frig is going on? Come on! We can't pay 5. Okay. It might be Sergeant Beatstick. Are you Robert? I am getting flooded Proteus like crazy. I'm losing this game because I punted, but I am also getting flooded. They don't run that many Condescends either. That's crazy. Opponent is getting a bit exceptionally lucky, but we'll see. That's awesome, Rob. Well, I'm definitely sorry I punted this game away. Hopefully we'll have a chance at redemption here. We shall see. They're going to flicker wall, flicker land. Okay. You may get back pulse. It's most likely over now, though. Pulse is back. Drifty boy. Drifts away. I'm glad to have you, Rob. We're definitely going to need the sideboard plan. I should have pulverized in this game. I choose Torture on Tyrant's Choice. I chose Death and should have chose Torture. So there was that. We would have won. You live and learn though, right? Tron cures insomnia. Well, at least they're doing some good for the world. And no, I probably can't. Well, they can't get it back every time. Like if we kill Mnemonic Wall, then they can loop it. Or if they had a Mnemonic Wall to get back, they could loop it. But we're going to keep going at it. There's more, like if you ban Ghostly Flicker, then you just kill Familiars. These guys just put Displace in the deck and they're good. Quite happy when your local Tron player moved out. Yep. Man, cue the YouTube crowd just giving me crap about punting, even though I punted myself. It's coming. So block with Lacerator. I guess we don't have to block yet. And you're shooting firecrackers left and right. Here's Forbidden Alchemy. Yep, probably gonna hit another Moment's Peace, and that might do it. Drifting away. It's as easy as 1, 2, 7. Wouldn't that be brutal to just ban like one of the Tron lands? And Stonehorn Dignitary? Okay. So we're getting pretty close to Scoop City here. Don't lose any life. Draw Swamp. And I'm just going to go for it. Because this isn't going anywhere. Okay. Tron, eh? So we got the deck builder in the chat. What are we bringing in against Tron? Is this I feel like we should just be able to kill them. I feel like we don't need... Like, do we just bring Gurmag Anglers in? Take out some removal? Take out, like, Spinning Darkness or something? Bring an Angler. Take out maybe a Soul Reap, bring an Angler. Maybe we don't want to take out all of our removal. Maybe like Snuff Out. These kill Seagate Oracles as well, which is kind of important. I think I do take a Snuff Out though. I think Duress could be okay. But they have Wall, right? This is built to beat Tron. Okay. Let's kill him. Oh my god, I keep opening these awkward openers. Ugh. We get Dothy Slayer Carnophage on turn 1, and then we get to Sign in Blood on turn 2. It's not super bad. I'm going to keep it. If we just draw a bunch of lands again, I'm going to tilt into another universe, though, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad, guys. I hate it when punts cost me games. They almost always do. There's no game of Pauper that you get away with a punt. What's up, Aetheron? How you doing? Aetherion. I keep saying that wrong. I think I had like a revelation that I said it right one day, and I was like, oh my god, I've been saying this wrong the whole time, and then I just went back to saying it wrong. Pretty good strat. Even after that, they did counter, yeah, and they don't run that many counter spells. So let's be the Tron killer we're meant to be then, huh? Draw another Slayer. Okay, I think that over Sign in Blood is pretty okay this turn, especially because it helps play around Seagate Oracle on turn 3. So play Slayer. Rain in Blood plays in the background. You're getting used to it, eh? So we'll see if opponent's going to snap off an early... friggin' Lotus Petal. See if opponent's going to snap off an early Moments piece here. Until they can start pulsing. This looks kind of like Moments piece. Maybe not, though. Alright, just in case it's Condescend, we'll play a land. And Sign in Blood. Ourselves. Lose some life, draw some cards. There's Bump in the Night. Yeah, so let's bump them with Condescend backup. We should be able to win next turn, depending. Prohibit? Condescend X1, okay. So we will pay 1. The third E is invisible or something? Yeah, no, it's just words, you know. Double Sulfuric Vortex should do it. It brings you back to 1998. Well, I'm glad. All right, they play Seagate Oracle, but this should do it. And then hopefully we can make up for the punt by taking the match. We are going to pay the 1 life. Go to combat. Swing with our Slayers. Rain in Blood plays in the background. Yeah, it is pretty neat. And Tyrant's Choice. Choosing Torture. For F's sakes. Alright, we got him. Cool. Let's try one more time. Oh, I'm so mad about that punt, guys. We could have had this match already. I'm not looking forward to being Stonehorn. Yeah, opponent waited for the punt. Boom. Turn 4 kill. Make it strong. Okay, let's have a Jillian 1-drops this time. Feels good, man. We took him out. We got to win the match. We got to win the punt redemption here. Ugh. That face when Dark Ritual isn't a land. All right, we got a mulligan. Ugh. Well, this start did it for us last time. Let's have a creature on top. Definitely don't want another ritual. Yikes. Opponent on turn 1 Tron land. We find Sign in Blood, so this is looking a lot like last game. So go Dark Ritual, Slayer, Carnophage, pass the turn. There is a world. There is a world. Which would be a good world to live in if you're playing against Tron. Gonna pay the life. Draw another land. Maximum punishment. Go to combat. Swing. Opponent down to 16. Sign and blood me. Draw some cards. Okay. I don't really know about that. I think it works just fine. I think I punted this match away pretty much. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Yep. Opponent's gonna Moment's Feast. Filet Dobby's Lair. There's only 15 lands in this deck. Opponent's just gonna pass. They can flash back their Moment's Feast. Go to combat and swing. Playing around Condescend here, gang. I don't think you want any tap lands. I think that's the issue. I think yeah, whatever. I think what am I trying to say? Guys, I'm trying to make words. We called the floods last night. We sure did. Opponent is getting mana screwed, so maybe we got that going for us. Screw generally beats flood, though. There's a Night Market lookout for a little bit of reach. And our opponent's probably going to flash back Moment's Peace here. I'd assume. Oh, they can't. They just have another one. Okay, sure. So things get a little tenuous if they find another land, because they get to survive 2 more turns to look for lands. Play Night Market Lookout. What's up, legendary motorist? Random 2/1 in a draft when you could have eternalized a creature from your graveyard and won. They kill me the next turn by untapping their Menace Exert creature with a pump spell. Oof. Alright, opponent's still mana screwed. They don't have their 3rd mana to flash back their Moment's Pieces. See if they top decked another Moment's Piece, I guess. Combat, swing. We could sign in blood into a burn spell. We have 10 damage on board. Did they find another Moment's Piece? That's wild. Electrickery. That's going to kill Night Market Lookout, but that doesn't super matter. Attack with everything. We're going to win by sign and blooding our opponent. Gotcha! I bet they found their land drop. All right, let's go. Quick match 3. This hand's bad. This hand's really bad. Mulligan. Gah. Okay, I don't think we can keep mulliganing. So Sergeant Beatstick, can we keep mulliganing down from this? Like, how bad could it get? We have so many lands. There's no way we could draw more lands than this, right? Right? That's all right, Linkenzie. Oh, God. God. God, no. Like, do I have to? Oh. So what can we scry into that makes this better? Sign in blood, I guess? And that's what we're drawing to. If we go to 5. 15. Exactly as many as you were. It's definitely close. We still have 4 power on turn 2. I'm going to keep it. Ritual on top doesn't do anything. Bottom. Lacerator. Fallen King, what's your problem? So God Ubermunch. I think my favorite deck that I've ever built for this stream was the Sky Scanner deck I played. So Sculptor Skies. I don't think it's like competitive by any means, but it was really fun. And Escape Routes is my pet card that I will constantly build terrible decks around until I someday break through. Somebody did 5-0 with a deck that had an Escape Routes in it. So it's not a complete non-thing. It's going to be a land. Okay, it's Tyrant's Choice. All right. I can get behind that. Attack with Lacerator, 4/2. Play land, play Lacerator, pass the turn. Passerate the turn. 5 would have been a no-lander. You don't play this deck to worry. You certainly don't, do you? So this is either blue-black 1-drops or Tireless Tribe. Please Photoshop Masters. You want that flood land Jeff's my spirit animal. Oh yeah, the Sky Scanner deck. I was all about it. So this is blue-black 1-drops. We have to see if we can aggro them out somehow. We got to hit them before an Augur gets down. A lot of times. And hopefully find a Dothy Slayer. We're certainly hitting an inexorbitant amount of lands. Maybe our opponent won't hit enough lands. Our opponent's not hitting enough lands. It's great news. See, guys, we kept the 4-lander. We can play around Daze for the rest of our lives. Oh, hardcore MTG. We are slamming. We are welcoming our opponent to the jam. So we're not going to Tyrant's Choice this turn because doing it next turn allows us to play around Daze. We could do it this turn and play around Daze, but we can also play Carnifage this turn. So we're going to do that. And pass. We'll see if we can sneak it in here. They're having a lot of mana trouble. And if we bump the knight off the top, we win. So, well, we essentially win. It depends. They could go get Swamp here and then... Just in case. Yeah, just so that I can get value off it and pretend I meant to click death. I'm glad we won that match. That would have been like completely unforgivable if I would have lost that match. I would have left. I would have left forever. So opponent's getting up to snuff out zone, but they're going to let us lose some life first. Honestly, they can't snuff out our creatures actually, so we're good. Ghastly Demise is a little... No, Ghastly Demise isn't our creatures either. Oh, deck, you're... Go home, deck. You're drunk. So I think we got a good shot here, gang. Unless they can foil this Tyrant's Choice. I think we're in good shape to win next turn. But we'll see. They could play a Gurmfather, and we could be in rough shape. So go ahead and Tyrant's Choice. Yeah, we're removal proof. They do have Echoing Decay, which could be a bit of a beating next turn. But then they're in chump block mode with Delver, and I'm not sure they found another land. Torture. Put them to 2. So no more probes for you. Pass the turn. Went deep for Angler Answers. Man, did I ever screw up by building a possibly playable deck around Angler last night? Bad news bears, gang. All right, let's see what they've got. This deck can certainly rebuild with 2 lands at 2 life. Man, Phyrexian Arena would be cool. I think that'd be reasonable. It'd be cool in like a limited environment too, wouldn't it? It would go immediately. It'd be like first pick. Maybe it's not a good common in a limited environment. We got him! Whoop, whoop! Okay, so... Sir Beatstick. What's the board for these bad boys? Or are we teched? Are we already hard teched? Paralyze is probably good. Is Paralyze good? Thank you very much, Fallen King. I hope you enjoy it. Pyrohemia. I always forget which one that is. I think you say that every time, Ethereon. Red and blue Monarch cards? Yeah, that's kind of weird that we haven't gotten the red and blue ones yet. Mandelbrot. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, so let's bring these bad boys in. So Spinning Darkness comes out. And what else do we lose? Snuff outs? Definitely snuff outs. And maybe like 1 Lotus Petal? Huh. It's tough to lose a Lotus Petal for sure. But I don't like taking anything else out. I think I take out a Lotus Petal. But it seems hard. Sky Knight? Oh, man. Aggro control blue-white would be cool. Yeah, I think 1 petal would be okay. Ooh, yeah. Cutting 1 toughness. So the terrors aren't that good? Which ones are those? Petal makes 2 for anglers. You're right, though. Which ones are the terrors? What are you talking about? The X ones? Like the Night Market lookouts? I guess so. Yeah, because they can't attack into Augur Bolas. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to cut one Night Market Lookout. I might cut a Petal. But it is good for angle, you're right. Okay, I'm going to cut one Night Market Lookout because it can attack into Aggro Bolas. And it can flashback Pump. No, it's definitely a critical part of the deck. It's the reason I'm playing it. I think it's really cool. Oh, this hand's real neat. I like this. Okay, no days, opponent. We're going to keep. Please, no days. Non-black removal is all terrors. We got another Dark Ritual, too. Okay, play a land. Dark Ritual. Got the days. We could have played around days with Lotus Petal, I guess, but if they daze here... Ooh, this is hard. This is hard. So let's Lotus Petal. And Dothy Slayer. We want to stick a creature. That's job number one, so we're going to do that. All right. Opponent lets it go. So we will... Dark Ritual. Thank you very much for the follow, McVeet. I appreciate that. Welcome. And the Pavlova, I don't know if I caught your sub earlier. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And let's Sign in Blood ourselves. I mean, still Lacerator around days, so we're going to see if we can find another 1-drop. We might want more. Oh, we can just cast both. Okay, so we'll Ritual. Still playing around days. Carnophage. Play Lacerator. And bump you. All right, that seems pretty good. Okay, pass the turn. we couldn't play our whole hand on turn one, but we found a way to do it. All right, let's see how this evolves from here. Aggro Bolas, just a beating. Okay, sure. That was a little stormy, wasn't it? The Sign in Blood helped a lot. All right, so we're going to take some damage from our boys. That was really cool. This deck's probably really fun to Goldfish. We find Sign in Blood. We'll go to combat first, see if our opponent wants to do anything about that. They're definitely going to block one of the 2/2s. Yep. And I think we're going to sack Petal to Sign in Blood here. Just because our opponent's tapped out. They have a lot of free counter magic, but I think it's still worth it while they're tapped out to try to resolve this. They let it go. Okay. We found a Lacerator to play next turn so that we're not doing nothing with so little mana. We are a little low on life here. I just hate flooding. We were on the flood train pretty hard, I'll say that. They're going to Cursive Chains the Dothy Slayer. Okay. But that's going to take a while to really matter. And we're going to play another 2/2 next turn. That is a little unfortunate about the Dothy Slayer, though. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Gurmag Angler, also an issue. The Donkey Slayer. Slayer! So we'll pay the life, we'll lose the life, draw a card, Night Market Lookout. That's pretty bad on this board. So we're going to go Lacerator, as risky as it is. It does. The tempo advantage like kind of swings in our favor a little bit. So we'll see if they brought in Gutshot. Gutshot is kind of a next level sort of play. Granted, it does do 1 damage to them. Okay, play Lacerator. Pass the turn. It used to be. I've had it cast against me, and I've seen it in 5-0 lists. So I think we... I think you can cast it, so we'll just do it correctly. I think it lets you select the cards in your graveyard. If it does just nuke the top 3 cards instead of looking for the top 3 black cards, then yeah, it's still bugged, unfortunately. But I've had it resolved against me recently, so I think it's okay. So opponent brainstorms. Let's see if they'll follow it up with a fetch. How you doing, Bozo? Bozo, your essay on how incorrect it is to bring in Hydroblast against Scred Delver was very evocative. I appreciate that, man. You're lucky I love you. So our opponent may be just like content to watch us kill ourselves here. Drew another land, that's good. Okay, so play a land, go to combat, swing, swing, swing. And at this point, Night Market Lookout does represent 1 damage, but I don't know if we want to play around days here because we may never draw another land. So we'll put our opponent down. Oh, they're going to Echoing Decay? Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay. Sure. That was a bit of a blowout. So Night Market Lookout lets us sneak in 3 damage, putting our opponent down to 8, meaning 2 of these spells are lethal. So we go Night Market Lookout here. It sets us up for an attack with it next turn, and it allows us to Fated Daze. We might draw land to actually get Tyrant's Choice out. So that's important. That was a pretty clutch Echoing Decay. Oh, they foil the Night Market Lookout. Wow. Pitching Probe Island. Cool. That was the first time I've been foiled for free. Opponent's down to 2 cards in hand, but they have a better board than we do. Thought Scours. Okay. Gush and Snuff Out go. Oh, I bet they really wanted this Gush. Gurmag Angler could mean the end for us here. And Daze in hand would be tough to beat. Hatred's pretty cool. I don't think we're going to pay the life this turn because we don't have another attacker to back it up. Thornbow Archer is great here, so hopefully this resolves. Do they have another foil? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. All right, pass the turn. Continue the getting in for 2. 2 of our 4 damage burn spells can win us the game. Our opponent's on 3 cards in hand now. They haven't resolved a ton of cantrips. Looks like they're reserving to let us take our turn. We are going to pay a life. Draw land, so we can still play around Daze. That's nice. And I think we are going to Tyrant's Choice this turn. Actually, no. I think we should wait. No, we probably do have to Tyrant's Choice this turn. That way, at the very least, we guarantee some amount of insurance against counter magic. It does make us Hellbent, which could have our opponent play differently, but this always represents 4 damage. So if they have a hard counter, it's going to catch this. Although I feel like they might not have one. This probably would have eaten hard counter. Another foil. Oh my goodness, pitching foil. All right. So opponent's Hellbent. We're getting in for 2 a turn. Our board is better than theirs. Our clock is just faster. Just faster. But they could draw Gurmag Angler, and then they drew Delver. Pretty good draw. All things considered. We can kill it for them to trade with one of our creatures. But they'll most likely trade with Thornbow Archer, which is bad for us. We draw Soul Reap. Oh. What are the chances we find another black spell to cast with it? So I think our opponent will trade with... Okay, so they're going to let Delver live. Okay. I don't know, guys. Our life total is so low. Our life total is so low. If they just blind flip here, then we almost definitely lose. So if they blind flip on a counterspell, we almost definitely lose because we can't resolve a black spell and Soul Reap next turn. Although they might not let the black spell resolve. Okay, I think we hold Soul Reap. It's risky, but I think we hold on to Soul Reap. We're risking a lot of damage here, though. Like potentially lethal. And we have to draw a spell that we can cast. And we have a lot of not 1-drops in our deck. So let's see if they flip. If they just find a land, we're in good shape. So hopefully they don't blind flip. If they don't blind flip, they might have found an angler, so it's still a little bit scary. Kind of no matter what happens here, I'm going to be shaken, but we'll see. Okay, no flip. So it's either angler or land. Or maybe another auger or something. Neither are good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, top decking is... Oh, they found Disfigure. Top decking is pretty stressful. So if they double block one of our creatures, they're still going to get in for 1. Okay. Black spell still doesn't do it here. Augur, the aggro killer. It certainly is. All right, guys. So we play Lacerator. We Soul Reap an Augur. If Delver flips, we're dead. Or we can't win, essentially. Because they're down to... They'll take 2 and 3. They'll go down to 2. And they can attack with Augur, Delver, and put us to... Actually, no, that doesn't just put us dead. They do have a Disfigure to stop our aggro on next turn. Lacerator won't ping us, but we'd have to pay a life to untap Carnophage. So I think we're actually clear to do this. Killing Delver makes the rest of our attacks really bad. So we'll play Lacerator, Soul Reap, and Augur. I think this gives us the best opportunity to win. Disfigures the card in their hand. Go to combat, swing, put them to 2. And just pray, I guess. We're at 5. They can deal 4 next turn. We'd have to pay life to untap Carnophage to hopefully present lethal. They can disfigure Lacerator, or they can disfigure Thornbow Archer. So we're not guaranteed that 2 damage next turn. Does Delver flip? And if so, it flips on Preordain, so that's going to give them a look. Plus they have a removal spell. Keep believing, gang. Keep believing. So they're going to Preordain. Let's see how they Preordain. Bottom, bottom. Come on. Don't find nothing. Don't you go finding nothing. One on bottom and one on top. Oh, dear. The top was Delver. They've got a Disfigure in hand. Delver apparently not summoning sick. Opponent, go into combat, swing him with the Insectile Aberration. They have a Disfigure and 2 blockers. We go to 2. So we only know War. We are going to untap the Carnophage. They're going to Disfigure Thornbow Archer so they don't go to 1. We're dead to Delver next turn anyway, so there's no real thinking about it. We're going to untap Carnophage because we might drop Paralyze, which will win us the game. Come on. Deck. Why have you forsaken me? Okay, they might punt. They might punt. They're going to let us attack with Thornbow Archer. That's interesting. And then they're just going to Disfigure in combat, I guess. Go to 1 and win off there. We were close, guys. We were real close. Now they can just block and we lose. We should have seen the land coming. It's true. Okay, they're going to kill Thornbow Archer. You got it. And we kill ourselves with Thornbow Archer? No. They go to 1. Block. And we die to Delver. Shucks. Well, I don't really think there was another way for us to play that game, for what it's worth. And we lose. I'm not going to wait for them to do whatever the frig they're doing over there. Okay. We get to go on the play this time. That was like the nut draw too, guys. That was like a crazy start. Yeah, Augur of Bolas, man. Augur of Bolas, everybody. Maybe a little bit too much removal was out, but I think so too, Waltzmark. What will we take out? Night Market Lookouts do seem very bad. I'm going to take out a Night Market Lookout and bring in Spinning Darkness. And we're going to try it like that. Duress might also be a consideration, but... Oh, man. If there was just a Dark Ritual in this hand... You now agree with me. Okay. Thank you very much, Vapurnier. I'll miss you, man. It's gonna be a tough month without hanging out for sure. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. Seriously. All right, we're gonna mulligan. There's no way Night Market Lookout into potentially nothing wins us the game. A Sign in Blood makes this a little more convincing. We got to have an accelerator off the top. No, that's not what we're looking for. Play Lacerator. Say go. I like having Dothy Slayer as well, because their only answer seems to be those Cursive Chains, and I guess probably Echoing Decay. So we can fade those for a little while. We could be okay. Opponent's going to play Delver. They're going to try to out-aggro us. They could have a Daze here, but I think they would have dazed this. Maybe not. Dark Ritual, eh? All right, let's go to combat first. Swing with Lacerator. And opponent's not going to trade their Delver. Likely story. So we'll Ritual around Daze, and then we'll Dothy Slayer, because I think Dothy Slayer is going to be important here. And then we'll try to resolve a Sign in Blood. And see if our opponent wants to pick up their island, which I think is equally fine. Oh, they're thinking about foiling? Do it. Show me the power. Okay, they foil Dothy Slayer. Pitching a land, so we'll Sign in Blood. I assume it's going to resolve, although they could have Daze. But then I feel like their resources are so far behind ours. All right, we just draw a land and a Thornbow Archer. We can cast all of our spells next turn, but that was a little more land than I was looking for. Man, yeah, no, my chat's amazing. Like, I really cannot... Like, I couldn't be more thankful. Like, I really am thankful that we're... It's so funny, you know? Like, people are always talking about how it's such a toxic community or whatever, and everybody in Pauper is so mean-spirited and stuff, but I haven't had that experience at all. Like, you guys are all incredible. Like, you're so nice, and you're super supportive of me. Like, I'm not even good at this game, and you guys hang out here and, like, be nice to me continuously. It's amazing. Like, I'm constantly overwhelmed with the amount of support I get. All right, so we're going to play 2 1-drops, playing around Daze. Opponent's down to 2 cards in hand. I like that. No flip Delvers. I also like that. And the decks we play make us look bad? Maybe. Yeah, maybe people aren't super into Tron. But yeah, I haven't had the experience that this is a toxic community. You guys are far from toxic. So don't be bullied. Oh, thank you. Pauper positivity. I'm also all about alliteration. So being the positivity Pauper player is pretty gas. So our opponent can't Angler here. That's not good. That's very bad, as a matter of fact. Right? Exactly, Datuno. Where's all the hate coming from? And what creatures is my opponent drawing that they're not casting? Oh, they found Curse of Chains. Okay, sure. So they grab Lacerator. And gosh, oh, this card's really good. So opponent's hand is 2 islands, 2 unknowns. Choose not to play their land. Likely story. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. They could be holding it for a foil, I guess. Yeah. So I think we should get that read right about now. That foil is on the way. So maybe we'll draw kind of an anemic 1-drop like Night Market Lookout and bait foil with that. But I don't think we hold on to Tyrant's Choice very long either. Sign in Blood's a good one. Albeit it's a little bit of pressure on our own life total that we may not want in our lives. Although I don't think they'll counter it. But foiling down to 1 card in hand is also, like, fine. So maybe we do Tyrant's Choice here. Let's do it. Because I think we want them to foil. Oh, I guess not. Okay, they go to 8. And we pass. It was really weird that they didn't play their land drop and also didn't foil our spell. All right, see if they flip their Delvers. Still no cantrips have gone off. So it's possible that we fade the flip. Not this time. All right, opponent finds a Nausea, but that doesn't do anything here. And they're going to 6 us. We can 4 them down to 4. We'll still be at 1. So that means we can't Sign in Blood, pretty much. We could Sign in Blood them, I guess. So if we Sign in Blood, if we draw a Bump in the Night, Sign in Blood could be a way to win. Father. Yep. Never mind. Got the best blocker in the format right here. I don't think they punted necessarily. I think they were holding up foil. That's how I feel. I'm just gonna get in with 1 Delver. Okay. So no Lacerator damage. What universe are we attacking in? If we drop Paralyze, let's pay for it once. We have Paralyze in our deck. It's a reason we might want to attack. And this is all in black, right? So, oh God, deck, why? You're such a jerk. Okay, so I think we do have to Sign in Blood here. Put ourselves to 1. To give us the best opportunity to win. Okay, so we Thornbow Archer. They go down to 7. This dies. Next turn, we have to resolve this too. Next turn we can put them down to 5 and then Tyrant's Choice. Oh, it's so close. It's so close, but it's not lethal. What's our way out here? What's our way out here? What's up? Zuchin 120. Greetings, Pauper Fanatic. Followed you after your vid with a prov. Well, I'm glad, man. Thank you. Welcome. Guys, this is a non-trivial decision. If I'm going to attack or not. So if I attack, they get in 2 blocks, but I get in 1 damage. Maybe we just don't attack. I think that could be correct. Our opponent might make a bad attack next turn. Okay. Pass the turn. But I think I maybe should have attacked with Thornbar Archer, because I don't think we can... I think we'll be chumping Gurmfather with Carnophage here. We really do have to draw, like, Hot Fire. And Sign in Blood is offline now. We have to chump Angler. Beat, aggressive. Attacks with 2 Delvers, leaves back the Gurmfather. Leaves back Delver Gurmfather again. Okay. Yep, we're going to go to 4. That does leave us the opportunity to Sign in Blood. But now they have hard counter magic up too. Okay, well, we're going to 3 here because 3 is about as close to 1 as it can be. Yep. Don't lose life off that. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're all in here anyway. So let's go to combat and make our attacks. We'll see our opponent chooses to block and if they're going to cast any spells this turn. Nausea and 2 unknowns in hand. Opponent takes 2 down to 5. We lose next turn anyway. There's no point. Oh, they're going to Echoing Decay? Okay. Sure. 1 blue mana up. Yields turned off sufficiently. So we will Tyrant's Choice. Oh, don't have Daze. Do not have Daze, opponent. Torture. Oh my god, if I get Dazed here. Target. Doesn't matter. Insect Elaboration. No Daze! No Daze! No Daze! Come on! 2 cards in hand. Nice! Okay, this hand's pretty bad. 2 dirtily. We are on the... Yeah, we're on the draw. So, mulligan. Hope for an accelerator. It does stuff. Okay, let's hope for a 2-drop off the top. We have 2 Dark Rituals, so we can line up for a good turn 2. So I'm actually going to top this. Okay, let's go. Preordains. Off of a Seat of the Synod. I am shocked. What is this? 2 cards on top. Okay. So we'll go land. Dark Ritual. Opponent can't Daze. Sign in Blood. Ourselves. Found a Dothy Slayer, so let's Dark Ritual. Carnophage. Yeah, whatever it is. Dothy Slayer. They're doing pretty well tonight, so... Alright, decent turn 1, guys. Decent turn 1. We'll see what our opponent has to answer us. Nothing. Just how I like it. Alright, we will go ahead and pay a life here to keep our boys untapped. Draw another Slayer. I like that too. Now I'm shocked. Flavor. Play Dothy Slayer. Pay us the turn. Pizzy that tizzy, y'all. Opponent now has access to removal magic, but doesn't do anything else. This is bizarre, guys. Pay 1. Draw Lotus Petal. Not super relevant, but could flash back our Bump in the Night someday. And if our opponent has like Metallic Rebuke or something, that could matter. So get in, play Swamp, play Lotus Petal, and bump you, just in case we want to have a crazy turn next turn. And so our opponent is functionally down to 1 if they don't do anything again this turn. We did effectively put ourselves down to 16, though. All right, let's see what they found. They can Gear Seeker Serpent now. Chromatic Star, yep. And Mirror Enforcer. All right, 4/4, not super scary, considering where we are. Okay, 2 4/4 is a little scary. What do we draw? Snuff Out, okay. Ooh, this is hard. So kill a Mirror Enforcer. I think we use Lotus Petal. This game isn't going to last long enough for us to flashback Bump in the Night anyway. So I think we do pay for Snuff Out. So Snuff Out a Mirror Enforcer. It is really cool how it flashes it back. It's just slow affinity with Preordain. Well, they had a slow start there, but it might not be so slow next time. So we'll get in. And now any of our burn spells are lethal. Creatures aren't great, but our creatures have reach as well. Oh yeah, they have Shadow. True dat. Forgot about that. Unblockable boys. Gear Seeker Serpent. Doesn't matter. It's removal spell or bust here. Thoughtcast. Busted. Oh god, Drake Aeron. Are you guys breaking it? Don't break it. Be good. It's not that bad. It's just Fallen King trolling a little bit. That's all good. Draw a land, because my deck loves me. Go to combat, swing in. Our opponent's going to put us to 2, and they might have Galvanic Blast for the win here, but is this Moment's Peace? Oh my god. This is Moment's Peace. Okay, they fling in a Dothy Slayer. That's okay. We have one more turn to get around this. We're going to hold on to this swamp. Just in case it matters. Opponent goes to 1. Pass the turn. It is funny. You had me all nervous. No, it's okay, Fallen King. You do not let anyone shame you for having a tight butthole. I said it out loud. And it's an anatomical term, I'm pretty sure. So I can't get, like, demonetized for it. Hopefully not. We got him! Take that, Slowfinity. Okay. Slowfinity, eh? Sergeant Beatstick, you out here? Alright, so Gurmag Angler, generally pretty good against 4/4s. Are any of our removal spells bad against this deck? I don't think Snuff Out is, like, super good. It's not ideal against a Fling deck, for sure. Duress might be okay, because I think they only combo us. I think they only kill us by, like, comboing. I guess just having a critical number of creatures on board. So Gurmag Angler is definitely coming in, and that might be it. Paralyze is probably okay, too. Yeah, I like Paralyze, too. I like all this stuff. But we really don't want to... We do not want to compromise that fast start. Affinity's biggest weakness is when they have... What's up, Open Magic? What are you saying, Open Magic Style? From Ravnica Allegiance for Pauper? Well, if you check out my set review... Oh, no, it still says Guilds of Ravnica? Oh, heck, guys. Did I blow it? Oh, I thought that was going to be so cool. Oh, I blew it. Hold on. I got you. That's awkward. Should probably pay attention to sideboarding, huh? Tilt. Boom. Link punt. You guys can punt me for that. There's the correct link. Okay, yeah, none of the topics that might relate to that. It does get a little dicey. So Paralyzes, I think we can take out Snuff Outs. I don't think we want to be a control deck, but I think Paralyze is better than Snuff Out in this situation. And I am going to shave maybe 1 Lotus Petal, although Lotus Petal was kind of clutch there. I think Night Market Lookouts are fine. I don't want to take out Soul Reaps. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to take out 1 Lotus Petal and 1 Night Market Lookout for our Gurmag. Maybe we should keep Lotus Petal in, though. We'll take 2 Night Market Lookouts out for Gurmfathers. They do die to Flare Husk tokens. And we'll do it like that. Okay. We're off to the races. Cool. Keep. Vampire Lacerator looking deceivingly like Dark Ritual there. All right, let's play a bunch of dorks. Ritual. And dork. 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 Go. Let's see how fast they are this time. This might be Disciple Affinity with like paralyzes and stuff, or with preordains and stuff. It's hard to say. Darksteel Citadel. Chromatic Star, sure. Well, they have a 2/2 blocker now, and they got a Thought Cast off. That's generally not a good thing. We're almost okay trading creatures here because we get to fuel Gurmag Angler with it. Yes, we will pay. Yes, we will pay. And we lose a life. Draw another land, because deck is gas. Okay, go to combat, see if they trade. It does get an artifact off their board as well, which is pretty important. It means they can't cast their Mirror Enforcers next turn. All right, so they do decide to trade. They take 4 down to 16. And I think I'm going to run out Bump in the Night here. These decks do sometimes play Metallic Rebuke, and we want more fuel for our Angler next turn. So we'll pass. If they trade with a creature in combat next turn, then we can play Angler, which is really good against 4/4s. It's not good against Gearseeker Serpent, which we did see in game 1. Oh, why do you keep Thought Casting, opponent? Confirmed better than Gush. There's a 4/4. Okay. So we're going to pay our life. Yep. And yep. Draw Lotus Petal. Not super relevant here. Although it does let us preserve our Bump in the Night in the graveyard. Could matter. Okay, go to combat. Attack with Carnophages. The way this game's going, that might actually matter. So I think I'm going to do that. That might be too techy, though. We might need 4 mana next turn. If we draw, like, Sign in Blood. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do it this way. We need Lotus Petal to cast the Bump in the Night anyway, so for what that's worth. Opponent plays Ancient Dead. Sure. We'll see if they make any attacks this turn. It's possible that I just don't pay for Carnophage, and then if they attack, I feel like they have Creature Galvanic Blast. This is weird, but I am taking the block. The less 4/4s they have, the better. Although they did resolve 2 Thought Casts, so maybe that was a bad block. Maybe we should have gone to 11, attacked for 7 on the crackback. They were dead in a turn. That was a weird attack, though. They had 2 red. Maybe they're hoping to top deck Galvanic Blast? It's weird that they wouldn't snap it off. Krark-Clan Shaman, sure. Why doesn't this have damage marked on it anymore? Okay, it does. Okay, cool. We'll see if they sack 2 artifacts here to get rid of Carnophage as well. They do. Okay. So we're going to Wrath the board, reset. Draw a card. And we have no cards in hand, and they have 5. So we'll see. Krark-Clan Shaman was pretty clutch there. And they have Atog. We find Tyrant's Choice. Okay. So we'll play Lotus Petal here while they're off counter magic. Maybe I should have done that last turn. Well, Tyrant's Choice picking Torture. Maybe we pick Death. Getting this Atog off the battlefield buys us a lot of time. They also don't have red mana, so we're going to choose Torture. And pass the turn. I think it's going to be hard for us to win this one. That was a really good turn for them. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the block. Still scary being at that low of a life total. Yeah. Not looking too tight. But opponent doesn't have red mana for any of their combo pieces. Okay, they have red mana for their combo pieces. Let's see if we're dead. If we're dead here, I'm glad I took the block. If we're not dead here, what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13? So yeah, we'll see if they have another something or other to sack. And then we're just dead anyway. Get in for 5. We're down to 10. Okay. And then we're dead next turn. This can't block. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 damage. Well, we go to 1. But I'm very doubtful that they don't find something to kill us with. So let's find out. Do not mind being back on the play for the next one. They thought cast. I would not believe it if they don't find an artifact here. Yeah, there it is. Maybe they don't know Dothy Slayer can't block. Who knows? Yep. Preordains. Mm-hmm. Maybe they don't know what Shadow does. I feel like that's a good little misnomer. Maybe we juked him out with the Shadow ability. I'm sure they swing anyway, and then it's like awkward for us or whatever. Yeah, they're going to eat their board. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine like Moto Bug? Shadow doesn't work. All right, that's close enough. They know. We're dead anyway. Okay, so what did we mess up there? Probably blocking with Gurmag Angler, because we could have put them under more pressure, but they still would have killed us with Atog on the crackback. I guess we would have had one more blocker. We would have bought one more turn. And they would have been in a lower life total by 5. So they would have been at 2, and we would have one more draw step. But I do like the way we sideboarded, so I'm going to keep it like this. If there was a misplay, that was probably what it was. All right, we would like to play first. This does not look fast enough to me. We have Sign and Blood on turn 2 to try to get things moving. But I don't think those 2 cards are good enough. Oh. This is kind of wild. Okay, so if we go Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gurmag Angler mana. We get Dothy Slayer and Carnophage on the battlefield, and we just have to find a swamp in our first couple of turns to, like, do it. I'm going to keep and try to find a land. This is sketchy. Oh, Sign in Blood. But then we would just take turn 1 off. I'm going to bottom that. We can't get that greedy. This is greedy. This is very, very greedy. We're in the greed house right now. Okay, Lotus Petal. Sack for black. Dark Ritual. Dothy Slayer. Carnophage. Pass the turn. Is it enough? Is it enough, guys? Turn 1 Preordain is a strong play. Maybe that was worth it. Take a damage. We've flooded out all morning, or all early stream. All morning. I'm delirious. We flooded out all early stream, so it's time for us to find a land, right? Can 4 power get all the way? We need 5 turns. 5 turns unfettered. Carapace Forger? Prophetic Prism. Okay. They have free Frogmites now. We're going to lose a life. No land. Okay, guys. That might have been a mistake. Opponent's at 12, though. We just got to hit him a few more times and we win. And they thought casted. That could do it for us. Tough to say. Thoughtcast generally fixes all ills. Cures all ills? I think that's how that expression goes. It was risky. It was risky. But I feel like this deck kind of lives on the risk. It likes the risk. They blast Dothy Slayer. And Terrarian. Okay. And Frogmite. Yep. Win equals skill, loss equal flu. Exactly. We're we've got pretty much, it's a win-win, honestly. It's a win-win here. They're gonna trade. And the only reason I'm okay taking this trade is because we need Gurmag Angler fuel so that hopefully we can like slam Swamp and play Gurmag Angler and ride it out to a win. But it's not gonna be easy. We had to find a land in some of those first few draws. Especially now that they have Atog on board, I think we're just dead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, we're dead. Unless we can go like land, ritual, soul reap on it next turn. We'll see. I think, yeah, like we could have... we wouldn't have drawn the land anyway. We might have drawn it a little bit sooner, but... See if they get the TBR to close it out. This is definitely a high risk, high reward deck. I agree. It's been fun. It's a really fun deck to play. Keeping a no-lander is something I've never done before, and it felt amazing. They're going to 5 us with the ATOG. Opponent big on the conservative ATOGs. We pass. No land. Unfortunately, 2/2/2s don't always get you there. Maybe for a youth ballet class, but not for us here today. All right, kill us with the ATOG. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, we're dead. Let's just go ahead and scoop it up. I don't really want to. All right. That was unfortunate, but it was a thing. Let's win the next one, guys. So if you like keeping no-landers, make sure you come on into the Discord. Let us know if you want to see deck for this deck. There it is right there. I read articles. You can see those articles on Reddit. I put one up there tonight. I hope you enjoy it. Check it out, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. It's been fun. Heckin' flu, man. God. My sinuses coming in and sabotaging us like that. Frigs. So if you are going to check the article out, this is the deck that I wrote it about. It was a fun deck to play. I think Goblin Gathering probably deserves a little bit more love than I had the opportunity to give it. But yeah, it was a little weak. It was honestly a little weak. I wish it was better. I really thought I had the... Oh, sorry, guys. I really thought I had the tech against Gurmag Angler, and then that was going to be it. I was like, I got this metagame sorted all the way out. We're gonna take them. We're gonna drop it like it's hot on those friggin' Gurmag Anglers. But then I made the mistake of including Gurmag Anglers myself, and everyone else seemed to incidentally want to drop it like it's hot on Gurmag Anglers. What'd you think, Opa Magic Style? Got in there, gave it a view. I was in considerably worse shape last night. I think tonight's stream is a testament to how much better I'm feeling, hopefully. Or maybe I was just like fully set into a delirium. Oh, Persistent Petitioners. Yeah, man, that deck was sweet. That deck was a lot of fun, dude. So much fun. It really, really was. I'll come back to it someday. I hope. I hope I have time to go revisit Persistent Petitioners. That would be really fun. Let's have a look at that. This guy right here. The 3-2 Dream is still very much alive, Degenerate Game Geek. And so I don't know if you guys out there are aware of the viewer match possibility, but we're probably going to be done this league super early. So if you guys want to get a viewer match in, boot up your Magic Online now and get ready to throw me a challenge. My username on Moto is JFFCK. So you can add me as a friend and challenge me that way. I also prefer decks that win occasionally. we won a match with it. We did win a match with it. We won 3 whole games with Persistent Petitioner Mill. It was epic. Full petitioners are $5? Wow. People really want that blinged out petitioner deck, eh? Don't blame them, honestly. Not just yet. Not just yet, Tactical Terry. Not just yet. Thank you, though. We're almost there. We're almost there. We have one more match to play, and then it'll be time for viewer match-a-rooney. Thank you very much for the follow, Max Figueredo. Figueredo? Oh, I'm definitely killing that. Just putting that in the dirt. Sorry, man. Didn't seem worth it. Oh, yeah, we did miss a match, or we did win a match in that one. Some of the Afterlife cards? Oh, yeah. The Afterlife cards. I don't remember those. I'm going to look some up. Give me a sec. We got my old little card searchy-majig here. Is that like one of the... Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Makes a token. Yeah, some of those are pretty cool. I'm always looking for white creatures to recur, too, because Wickerborough... What is his name? Something? Wicker something or other is a card. All right, guys, match 5. On the verge of going positive. No, that's not it. We're on the verge of going positive. We get to be on the play. Let's do this thing. Oh. Oh, so close. If it had a ritual in it. But this is going away. All right. Okay. Okay. I can live with this. I can live with this. It's not great, but it's going to turn one Dothy Slayer. It's going to Tyrant's Choice for next turn, and it's going to Snuff Out for interaction. So let's try to top deck something to Ritual into next turn. Another Snuff Out is probably not what we're looking for. So I'm going to bottom Snuff Out. Always does hurt to bottom interaction, but... And I'm going to go ahead and burn the Lotus Petal here because Dark Ritual has higher upside next turn. All right, so Swamp, Lotus Petal. Higher potential upside anyway. So sack for black, black, Dothy Slayer, unblockable 2/2 on turn 1. It just costs 2 cards. No big deal. And we mulliganed. Let's see. No, it's like something else. I can't remember. I can't remember what it is. We find Night Market Lookout. That's welcome for sure. So get in with Dothy Slayer. Is this Boggles? This is heckin' Boggles. I'm gonna frickin' lose it. So, well, Tyrant's Choice. If it's probably Boggles, we'll choose Torture for you. Sign and Blood would be a good draw there. And play Night Market Lookout. So we have our Reach on board. But if our opponent just untaps and plays a Boggle, that's it. No, it's not even a white creature. Oh, it's Slivers again. Slivers with Colony Garden. That's interesting. Okay. You find Lacerator. So go to combat, swing with both. I like Snuff Out here a lot, especially because we've had this fast start. Play Lacerator. Oh, nice. We're not even going to lose life off this. They play Blossoming Sands. Does change the clock. And is this a Lord? It's a Lord. Okay. So let's see how they attack. We might be able to kind of have a gotcha moment here. They're going to attack. They have flanking, though. So this will still go down to a 1/1. Okay. So we're not going to block. That's a trap. And we will snuff this out. Paying life. Take 2. Down to 15. I guess Snuff Out only saved 2 damage there. Maybe that was not a thing. Go to combat, swing with everything. Keep the pressure on, gain a bit of life. 2 poison counters. Worth noting. They're going to block with the Colony Garden token, go down to 7. We have Soul Reap in hand. No life gain. Oh, they have another Lord, unfortunately. All right, well, we know only war with our deck. Another Soul Reap we can't cast. Combat, swing in. I think Paralyze is a lot worse than I think it is. Oh man, come on, Burn Spell. Burn Spell off the top. Bump in the night. Bump it up. Even just a land for Soul Reap would be fine. Dark Ritual will be gas. Anything. We take 9, down to 3. We're dead next turn. They scooped? Oh yeah, because they attacked wrong. Sweet! Okay. I think we learned last time that Paralyze is actually pretty bad in this matchup. I think we do want Disfigure. But that might be all we bring in here. There could be an argument for Gurm Angler. So I think maybe we want the Gurmag Anglers as blockers too. So Disfigures and 2 Gurm Fathers. We'll take out the Soul Reaps because they can't kill green creatures. And I think we're still a fast deck, so we still want the Lotus Petals. Maybe we take out Night Market Lookout because it can't attack into 1/1s. And we'll do it like that. We did deserve that win. See, punts and Pauper. You can never come back from them. Wow, this hand's great. Okay. I think going down lower than this is greedy because we have 8 damage and burn spells in hand, so we're going to keep. Ritual, perfect. All right. Plated Sliver, not a huge issue. Land, Ritual, Thornbow Archer, Dothy Slayer, pass. All right, opponent, put us up against it. Just another 1/2 would be annoying. Yeah. So now they can double block Thornbow Archer. Okay, so play a land. And I think we just get in with Dothy Slayer here. And Tyrant's Choice them. We don't have too far to go, guys. On Torture. So they go to 15 here. 13 and then 9 next turn. Be nice to find a few more creatures for sure. You're just going to play something fun? I am going to play this deck probably. They find their lord. Okay. That's not particularly tactical of you. It certainly isn't. Okay. So play a land. Do we want to get this damage out of Thornbow Archer now? No. So go to combat, attack with Dauthi Slayer. And I think we are going to Tyrant's Choice on Torture. We'll hold a card just in case our opponent plays around something. Opponent's at 9. Virtual 6 next turn. So we can't... We'd have to... Oof. They're going to 9 us here. Okay. Well, I don't think we can win if we block with Thornbow Archer. Although... Yeah, we can't block with... We're dead anyway if we don't find a way to win next turn. So I'm just going to let it go through. Down to 7. We find Germfather. But I don't think that's enough. I guess they would have to have a Lord for that to win. So we'll attack with Dauthi Slayer. Play the Germfather. Pass the turn. 2 blockers, so we'll get him for 6. Yep. Yep. Doesn't kill us. So we will get a draw, but I don't know if it'll be good enough. I don't think there's anything we can draw that wins us the game from here. They attack with everything. Yep. So block and block. Takes 6, down to 1. Can't make Germfather unblockable. We draw land, and we're dead. Okay. So, I liked my sideboarding there. I don't think we could sideboard any differently. We're on the play again. We got to get off to a fast start, and we got to kill him good. There's an argument for having Soul Reaps back in. But we're on the play here, so we want to be fast. Let's do this. It's not great. It's not great. But it'll play. I'm going to keep. This is for positive, guys. This is for positive. We just got to hope. We only have 1 black card that'll guaranteed make it to our graveyard to turn this Spinning Darkness on. So we'll go ahead and Ritual, Lacerator, Slayer, pass the turn. Our opponent's on 5. So that's good news for us. They go Plains, Plated Silver, sure. What do we draw? We lose a life. Draw Swamp, fantastic. Go to combat. Swing with both. This is where we want to find our Sign in Bloods, for sure. Or just more removal spells. They're going to Journey. That's kind of a bummer. Okay. I guess we're only 2 mana off hardcasting this. And any attacks? So are they blocking here? There's another black spell for us. 15. 15 lands. We have flooded out an inexorbitant amount for being on a 15 land deck. All right. Pass the turn. We need 1 more black card in our graveyard to fire off the Spinning Darkness. Our opponent's on all white mana. They might have all white creatures. Okay, no, they just have another 1/2. I don't know if we attack into this or not. And let them double block. I don't think we do. I think we might be able to leverage... No, I think we want our creature. Because if everything goes sour, we're going to want this on the battlefield. They have flanking now, so we have no good blocks. Yeah, no blocks. We lose a life. Draw another swamp deck. What is your deal? Ah! We can hardcast Spinning Darkness now. So I guess we're going to do that. Black, Spinning Darkness, your Sinew Sliver. Go up to 17, attack for 2. Oh god, that was dumb. They find their green mana. And swing in. Yep. We lose a life. Or we don't anymore. Okay, Sign in Blood. This has got to be a good Sign in Blood. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's all good, deck. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's, you know what, deck? That's, yeah, sweet, man. You're a good guy. You're good. I like you, deck. Oh, good league, guys. Good league. Holy frig. What's up out there on YouTube? Thank you so much for sticking around for the entire league. I seriously appreciate it, guys. Obviously, we flooded out a little bit during this league, and that definitely punished us, but the deck only runs 15 lands. I doubt it'll happen to you that way, so take it out. It's super fun when you play your entire hand on turn 1, as you guys saw back there in one of those matches. I think it was the Affinity one. That was sweet. It felt incredible to just go hellbent on turn 1. So anyway, try the deck out. It's obviously really powerful. It went to top 8 in a fairly large tournament. So again, thank you very much for watching the entire league. I seriously appreciate that. And of course, out here on Twitch, thank you for sticking around for the entire stream. That's amazing. Thank you guys. Have a great night.